everyone. In recent years, the number of feral swine in the United States has increased rapidly and worryingly. Currently, there are an estimated 6 million feral hogs across the United States, with numbers growing at about 20% to 30% each year. This increase has led to serious environmental, agricultural, and public safety problems. Economic losses from feral pigs are estimated at up to $1.5 billion per year, including damage to crops, infrastructure, and costs of control measures. In particular, wild boars cause heavy damage to agriculture by destroying crops, damaging irrigation systems, and causing soil erosion. These losses not only cause direct economic losses to farmers, but also affect food supplies and stabilize market prices. In addition, wild boars are also a cause of insecurity in the community, including attacks on humans and domestic animals, as well as the risk of spreading disease. Ultimately, one of the biggest concerns related to wild boars is the potential spread of dangerous diseases such as African swine fever and brucellosis from wild boars to domestic pigs. In 2024, the United States estimates that about 3 million domestic pigs will be affected by African swine fever. This disease causes serious economic damage to the country's pig industry, with estimated costs of up to $50 billion. In addition, brucellosis is another infectious disease that can be transmitted from wild boars to domestic pigs and other animals, such as cows, goats, and sheep, through contact with infected body fluids, milk, or urine. The number of human cases of brucellosis from wild boar is estimated to be about 500,000 due to human contact with infected wild boar or livestock, or through consumption of unpasteurized dairy products. These issues create a major challenge for managing and controlling wild boar populations and require close cooperation between authorities, hunters, and communities. To deal with the increasingly serious threat from wild boars, the U.S. government has licensed hunters to hunt wild boars year-round without quantity limits. Hunting wild boar by helicopter is the most modern and effective method to control the number of this species, especially in areas that are difficult to reach and have complex terrain. Allow hunters to observe from above, easily track and approach wild boars, while minimizing the risk of accidents for hunters. The number of wild boar that American hunters hunt each time by helicopter often fluctuates quite widely, depending on many factors such as the hunting area, the hunter's skills, and weather conditions. On average, each hunting trip lasting from a few hours to a day can catch from 50 to 70 wild boars. In some cases, this number can reach 200 or more in a day, especially in areas with high feral hog densities such as Texas. In particular, using helicopters to hunt wild boars helps reduce the possibility of disease transmission between wild boars and humans by controlling the number of wild boars more effectively. Helicopters allow hunters to approach and handle wild boars without direct contact, reducing the risk of infection from emerging diseases. In addition,
all right, we finally made it here in Texas.
Collaboration with local wildlife management agencies, landowners, and agricultural stakeholders is required. This ensures that hunting efforts are focused on the most affected areas and that all stakeholders are aware of the activity. Do you think local farmers generally support these activities? Before participating in helicopter hunting, hunters must meet a number of necessary conditions. Hunters must have the right to operate legally. Helicopter hunting is regulated by state and federal law, requiring appropriate licenses and permits. Compliance with wildlife management ensure that activities stay within legal boundaries.
We've had several people from China come visit.
And right now, are you ready to go hunting?